DC Universe. Welcome to another episode of Straight Outta Gotham, episode 185. We are a fandom pop culture podcast and proud members of the Batman Podcast Network, hosted by batman-on-film.com. Make sure you check out all the other great shows by heading on over to BOF, clicking that drop down, and seeing what they all have to offer. I am your co-host from the other side of the Hudson River, senior contributor to Batman on Film. I am Peter R. Vera. And today we're recording, yes, we are actually recording, bucket hats and all, on October 19th, 2025. And as always, we have a fantastic show for you today. But before we get into good stuff, I would like to remind you all, our faithful listeners, if you take the time to review our podcasts on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, whatever that thing's called anymore. I have no idea. It's been through so many name changes, I can't remember. I still call it Xbox Live, but it's not even called that anymore. I just think it's like Xbox Online or something. What was I going to say? But please rate and review our show. And if you win and we read your review on air, we send you a prize pack. So be in it to win it. Now let me introduce my partner in crime, the sleeper candidate for the mayoral race of New York City. Ladies and gentlemen, the man with the plan, the only man who could save the city from the Foot Clan and those crazy Ninja Turtles. Ladies and gentlemen, Eric Holzman, the champion of Long Island.
Oh, me as mayor of New York City, what would I do? What would I do?
I don't know. I feel like your first issue would be to move the Rangers to Connecticut. As mayor of the city, I plan to kick the Rangers out. That's Eric's platform.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. That's something I wouldn't mind doing. Bringing the Jets back, I would do that. I'd try and do that anyway. But yeah. Yep. Speaking of the Jets, as everyone knows, last week I was in London to watch the Jets play the Broncos, and it was a terrible football game played by both teams. And again, they had a chance to win, and again, they lost. It is amazing to me that they actually could be 3-3 right now if they just made one more play in 3 games. But that's the difference. And that game was so terrible to watch, but it was an awesome, awesome experience. London did a great job hosting the NFL.
You do this yearly now, it seems like.
I didn't know. Last year I was in Germany, but when they played in London. So I didn't go to the game.
Oh, is that what it was? Okay. I thought you went last year as well.
Yeah. But this year when I saw they were playing, because I couldn't go last year because I had my Germany trip, I said, I'm going to go back. And it was just awesome. So much fun.
So you left the schnitzel for what is a traditional English dish? Is it like
crumpet? A crumpet?
I don't know. Is it toast and beans or something like that?
Steak. They're known for their meat pies as well.
All right, there we go.
Yeah, so pretty good. But yeah, I was really surprised to see how many, not just English people, or people from the UK, but there were also a lot of Europeans who came there to watch the game. Very, very good crowd.
Mm-hmm.
It was a beautiful day. It turned out to be such a gorgeous day. So weather was perfect. Just a really fun, awesome experience. And it's cool to see an American sport. It was cool to watch an American sport in another country and just see the response it got. It was very, very nice.
Did they know what was going on?
That. Yeah, they knew what was going on. They could follow the game for the most part. I was listening to people sitting around me. There was a very nice family sitting next to me. They were rooting for the Broncos, but it was very, very cool just to kind of be in the atmosphere and feel out their response to NFL football.
Did these people tailgate at all?
It's weird. They don't have a traditional tailgate like with the cars like we do here, but there's a bunch of bars and stuff. It's kind of like going to Fenway. That's kind of how I can explain it.
Okay.
There's a bunch of bars and stuff right near this Tottenham Stadium. And then, they close off the road and people just hang out, drinking, having a good time. It was a really awesome experience. I bought some merch when I was there, some NFL London the game, and then I bought a t-shirt with the Jets and Broncos and the date of the game. But yeah, it was just a really, really awesome experience. If anyone has a chance, if you're an NFL fan and you have a chance to do something like this, I suggest you do it. I also, like I said last week, I'd love to go, or the last time I said I'd love to go to the NBA's doing the international series now. I'd love to go watch a basketball game in another.
Where are they doing it in China?
Well, it did in Abu Dhabi this year. The Knicks played in Abu Dhabi. But they do their international series too. So that's something I think is on my bucket list.
Depending on the country. depending
Yeah,
on the country. The
yeah,
NBA does some shady business with shady places.
that's true too. That is a
Oh,
very fair statement. I will not argue that. So you are 100% correct. But Pete, would you like for baseball? You're a huge baseball fan. Would you travel to another country to watch? Like not obviously Canada, which they play in Canada. Would you do
I
something like
wanted
that?
I wanted to go to London a few years ago for the Yankees Red Sox. I just couldn't afford it, but
Okay.
it was definitely something. I was like, oh wow, cool, that'd be interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it should be done. It's just really cool to see the citizens of the other countries react to what we see all the time. It was just a really really cool um thing to do. So again, if you get a chance to go, definitely head out there and give it a shot, especially if you're a football fan. A really really cool experience. So all right. So Pete, actually I want to bring this up because you went to Comic-Con. So how was Comic-Con?
Comic Con was amazing. I had an absolute blast. I had so much fun. A lot of great just creators. I spent a lot of time in Artist Alley, and I got some signatures from Jeff Loeb and Brian Azzarello, uh, Tom King. I got some signatures from Tom King and
Nice.
various writers. And just I was there for Thursday and Friday. I like going
Okay.
Thursday, as you know, because nobody else goes. It's very. You could walk the show floor, and it's fantastic. Fridays, as I tell everyone, Friday's great until 3 p.m. And it's usually when everyone gets out of work and crams the con. So those few hours early on are great. But yeah, I met up with Mr. Uslan. So I got Mr. Uslan, got him to sign his memoir, the
I saw
first
the picture.
memoir.
Yeah.
For some reason I only had the second one signed, but I got the first one signed. So I had that done. And I was able to get an early copy of Batman Revolutions by John Jackson Miller, and that's his new book novel continuing on from Tim Burton's movies. And I'm
Okay.
looking forward. I'm going to crack that open today on the train into work. So I'm going to be riddling in and riddling out. Hosey So yeah, but I had a blast at Comic Con. I told Lauer, and I have a whole show I do at Lauer. I got to send over to Batman on Film uh, for all the press stuff and everything. So we do it with that, and so we're going to even more detail over there. But this was I had a blast. It was fun because what was the when did you come with? When was you me and Hoss? Was that 19 or 18?
I think it was 19.
Was that so? It was a
I
year before COVID. I
think.
just want to make sure. Yeah, that was a good
Yeah.
one because we were all together. But I had like just most fun down Artist Alley this year, and yeah, I didn't miss much. The only person who I brought stuff was Jay Lee, and he canceled last minute, and that was a bummer. But everything else I got, so I was very
Did
successful,
you
efficient con this year.
did you see anything, any announcements, anything like that? Did you go to any panels?
I don't really do panels.
Right.
Not really, because also because like the good panels, like Mr. Uslan's, were like early.
Right.
As you know, I'm not an early
Yes.
riser, so
Right.
I usually end up missing the good panels, and by the time the lines are too long, and I don't want to rate. And to be honest, I'd much rather get signatures and have like quick conversations,
Right.
with like somebody like Fabian Nicieza, than sit in line with a panel for somebody talking about like their new like not that I'm not excited, but it's like I'd rather get signatures from people. So that's what I do. I love hustling. Artist Alley. Rodney Barnes, he did Batman Full Moon. I don't know if you read that book. That's a newer story. Batman Werewolves, really good.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
pretty cool.
even Bill liked it. So there you go. Seal of approval there.
Did
Uh, so I got Rodney Barnes to sign all four, and it was cool. And if you check out his Instagram this time of year, because he does a lot of horror stuff, and he recommends a ton of horror movies. So check out Rodney Barnes' Instagram because I've watched last year. I watched a really good, like four different new horror movies for me based on his recommendations. So check out his stuff there. That was good. But yeah, man, Comic Con was great. Unfortunately, I didn't find any action figures I liked this year. But I thought that was okay because then I just went downstairs and got more signatures. So I spent my money in the same amount of money just in various places. And oh, dude, I found an amazing bodega on the way back to the train station. River Ave, something it's not on River Ave, but it's obviously between Javits and Penn. But I got an incredible chicken cutlet, bacon mayo. Whoo, dog. That was phenomenal. A little lettuce, tomato. Delicious.
were you up early
Cheddar.
enough either day to get an egg sandwich?
No. No, you want to watch? Well, here's the deal. I don't want to eat breakfast because I don't want to poop at the con.
Gotcha. Okay.
Be
You know
brutally
what
honest.
though?
I am hydrated like nobody's belief, but I will not eat until I leave the convention center because I'm like, I am not dropping a deuce anywhere near y'all. Because I got nowhere to put my bag, you know. I
Right. You don't want to put on the
a bag full of
floor.
comics. I'm going to put that bag on my bare thighs as I'm dropping one in a public restroom next to Black Manta and the Silver Surfer. I am not doing that, dude.
That's a good point. Didn't think of
So,
that. That is a
yeah.
very good point.
Oh well, you learn. If anyone wants like real professional con advice, I got it for you. You know, you
That's
learn these things
true.
the hard way. You know, because
Yeah.
you know how hard is it to find a bathroom in Manhattan if you're not buying something like immediately.
Oh, that's true.
If you,
That is 100%
how hard
true.
is it to find a bathroom in Manhattan if you haven't paid for something?
That's 100% accurate as well. They will not let you use the bathroom at all.
I have
That's why.
I've bought like 6 packs of gum, 3 bottles of water. Can I please use your bathroom?
That's why there's the stories people hear about like New Year's Eve and people wearing Depends and adult diapers and stuff because they can't use the bathrooms.
Yeah.
The vendors won't let them use the bathroom. So yes, that is very true. It's a very, very good point.
And everyone
All right,
funnels
that's
into Penn
cool.
Station, and then that's not.
Yep.
They try to keep it clean. There's just a lot of foot traffic.
That's the funniest thing. Everything about they like redoing Penn Station. It's looking much, much nicer, but they still that one bathroom, at least the Long Island Railroad bathroom, they still have not.
Oh, I'm talking
fixed.
about the Amtrak. I go to the Amtrak upstairs.
Yeah, the one upstairs.
NJ Transit and Amtrak, they're like connected.
Yep. I'm
For
sure
those
the
who
ones in
don't know,
Moynihan
Penn
are probably
Station's
nice though.
essentially an airport. If you can navigate Penn Station, navigating an airport version. If you can navigate an airport, you can navigate Penn Station.
The amount of traffic that flows through there every day is literally like an airport. It's crazy. It's a crazy place.
I love it. I can't wait.
I do too. It's an awesome place to like experience a lot of
Dude,
New
since
York.
I started working back in the city, I am just pumped. I get off that train. I'm excited. I want to smell the rat piss and halal meat. You know, I don't know, man. I just
that combination of that combination of sense.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know?
Of course I do. Of course I know what you're talking about.
I love it more than anything.
Oh man, yeah. Apparently, there's still talks, and we'll get into the other stuff soon, guys. But apparently, they're still in talks to move Madison Square Garden and make that side of it, also Penn Station, elevate Penn Station, and make that.
I don't understand the whole point of they want to give Penn Station a giant skylight, and I'm like, you just get over it. It happened. It's done. We're moving on. It's New York City. You're building on top of everything now. We're not putting a skylight in the middle. You just covered up the West Side Yard. That was your opportunity. I was like, I just don't get it. I just don't care anymore. Just leave the building alone, please. Also, selfishly, like I don't do a full New York commute. Like I do half a New York commute. I just get off Penn Station, I go upstairs. Like you moving Madison Square Garden, like to God knows where, adds at least an extra 30 minutes. So
yeah, I don't know where. That's the thing. I don't.
Where's
know
it going to go? It's not going anywhere.
That's the thing. I don't know.
Yeah, let's lift it up and put glass in between it. I don't know what the hell you're to tell you. It's not going anywhere, man.
I don't know, but there's still. I mean, that's still something that because I've been reading reading a lot about it lately. So it's something that they're still wanting to do. I think there's still motivation.
I'll say this. If there's one person who can do it, it's Mom Donnie. He can do it all, man.
Oh boy. Here we go. We're going to get responses to that one, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure.
We will get responses to that one. But yes. All right. We will continue now. We will go on with our regularly scheduled programming. Sorry, guys, for the delay in getting there. But I wanted Pete to talk about Comic-Con because we are a show that discusses that stuff. And he went. Oh, one more thing. Did you see any other creators there?
Stephanie Phillips, Teenie Howard was there. Sweeney Bow was there. Scott Snyder was there. His line was obnoxiously long. Greg Pak.
His line's always long.
Clayman was a no-show. He canceled, but he still had a booth. Martin Morazzo was there. Oh, Marini. I got Marini to sign some Batman books. He's an Italian artist. It was nice. We got to talk about meatballs. Who else is there? I think that's it. I think that was everyone who I wanted to see. Like I said, I saw everyone with Jay Lee, so I was very excited.
All right. All right. Well, if you guys have any other questions about Comic Con, hit Pete up separately. Um,
Ookshus!
yes, but let's get into the good stuff now. I want to start with the story. The movie that changed the trajectory of Batman on film, Batman and Robin, of course, I'm talking about. And as we know, Chris O'Donnell played Robin, and to this date, he's the only on-screen Robin that we've gotten. Big screen Robin. And Alicia Silverstone played Batgirl, and we've had other Batgirls, but we never got to see her. So,
I know there was a Batman '66 movie.
oh, that's true. That's
You
true.
can't
My
hate on Burt
fault.
Ward, bro.
My fault. I
Pixie boots,
apologize.
pixie boots.
That's a good point. I stand corrected. But it was an interesting little story in Entertainment Weekly, and where Chris O'Donnell and Alicia Silverstone both spoke about each other and blah blah blah. So O'Donnell said his first memory of her was she hadn't really broken out yet. And the photographers went down to the desert, and she was so young, but she was fully fun and good energy, and he really liked her. And it was a small world. He said that they wound up linking up in this movie together. Um, but she said her experience was that she didn't really, a lot of things didn't make sense making the film, the first action film that she did. She said George Clooney. They both said George Clooney was great to work with. Um, she said that it was her very first action film, so she was kind of like a fish out of water. Said she was like a big brother. Pete, what did you think of this article? Was it cool to go back and revisit and hear their actual thoughts on what it was like to make Batman and Robin?
Oh yeah, definitely. Because I feel like everyone else at this point, so many more movies deep and going through the whole, Zaddy cult. I feel like we've definitely softened up on Batman and Robin a lot. Just because different times. But I mean, and she said so much in the article herself. She said like at one point people hated it, but now people are coming up to her like, "Oh, it's my favorite one." I was like, which I think is ridiculous, but like I can like what you like. Even like what was O'Donnell said he moved his kid into college and he wore a Batman and Robin hat as he was moving in, and he says he loves the logo, and I just goes like, all right, whatever, like support it, whatever.
Yep.
But I've softened up on it a whole lot more as time has gone on, and just kind of view it more as a 2-hour episode of Batman '66.
Yeah,
Right?
that's probably the best way to put it. And yeah, I mean, they just, it's so heavy handed with the schmaltz, I guess. It's so heavy handed with that stuff that you're right. It's exactly like the 66 show in so many ways. And that's clearly what they wanted. That's what he wanted to do. So he accomplished that. It's weird to hear them talking about it though. And then I remember Clooney's comments are always kind of like obviously joking about it, making fun of it. Um, it's just a very interesting dynamic. But then again, we got Clooney in the Flash, so it was cool.
I
He
enjoyed it.
clearly, yeah, and I'll watch it if it's on. Like I don't pull it to watch it, but if it's ever
Batman
on
Robin.
TV.
Like I still
Yeah.
like choose to watch it every now and then. There are some parts that are like super extra corny and
Oh
cringy.
yeah.
But
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know. Like at this point, it's just history now.
The credit card.
Like I imagine in like 10 years, for 20 years of BVS, because we're rolling up on 10 years, right? Imagine
Yeah.
like the 20-year point of BVS. I think Eric's gonna be like, you know what? That Jolly Rancher scene wasn't so bad. I was a little hard on it 20 years ago, but I've really softened up now. Like won't be super. Like I get it. You don't understand the world we were living in back then. Like I can see us having that conversation in another 10 years,
Oh man. I don't know,
and I'll be like, Eric,
but
I told you, I've been telling me that for years. Yeah, bro, Zaddy, dude.
it would. I think now it would have been cool to have all three of them come back at the end of the Flash. That would have been cool. Instead of just seeing Clooney come out of the car, like him, O'Donnell, and Silverstone get out of the car.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
That would have been cool, but it didn't happen. So speaking of the Flash, Andy Muschietti, the director, spoke about it recently, and he defended the Flash. So he had, this is what he had to say. Of course, we had a publicity crisis with Ezra that is undeniable, and I'm not questioning that. But yeah, we love the movie, and actually, we really recommend it. Um, I mean,
I kind of agree with him. I mean, he's not
Yeah.
in an industry where everyone's constantly lying out their ass. I kind of feel like he's being really honest right now. I don't
Yeah,
know what
he
else to say other
was.
than that.
Yes, and I mean, we underestimated, I think, how much the Ezra Miller stuff would
Hundred
impact the
percent,
film.
700%,
Like,
1,000%. I totally admit
yeah,
it.
yes,
I will openly admit, like I underestimated Ezra Miller's his crisis impact, and I totally overestimated Keaton's return. I was
yes.
probably blinded by my fanboy on that one.
I think we both were.
I still
I
love
think,
every minute of that movie. Like I think the movie's great. To be honest with you, I really do think it's fantastic. I do think it'll be looked upon and be favorably over the years. But I think people
yeah,
need to kind of forget whoever Ezra Miller is first.
yep. And it's weird that fans don't consider that movie as part of like Keaton's Batman run. That was fun. That was weird to read. When I read that part of the
I do.
article,
So
I
screw those
know,
guys.
I know. It was a weird thing to read. But I feel bad. Like I don't feel bad because again, I think the movie is really good. So I enjoyed the film, and I watch it every once in a while as well. I'm not even gonna lie, I've seen it a few times. It's still the most fun stuff we've gotten from Batman in my eyes. With all the, I know it was all CG and stuff, but it was still awesome to see him flying around like
Mhm.
that and doing all that stuff. Um, and whatever you think of Miller, I mean, I thought he did a really good job. Maybe that's just me being
I liked
me.
him a lot more in this movie than I did the other ones.
Yeah, I did too. It was a tough thing to do. They had him playing various versions of himself, and
Mhm.
I thought he pulled it off. And that was the key for me in that film. He had to be good, and I thought he was.
Yeah,
So,
I thoroughly enjoyed that film, man. I really like that movie.
yep. So, all right. So, Batman Cape Crusader season 1, I was okay with it. I didn't love it. I
Really, you
didn't
weren't a
hate it.
fan?
It was all right. Like I didn't it was okay. It was just okay for me. But via the direct, Batman Cape Crusader James Tucker, who's the showrunner, asked about the Joker appearing in season 2, and here's what he had to say. I think it'll be a new take on the Joker for people who only know of Mark Hamill and Jack Nicholson's version of the character. This take on the Joker will be very different for them, but for people who've read comics for a long, 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 long time, it won't be. I think some people will recognize it and go, "Oh, I see what they're doing," and other people will go, "Wow, this is different." But I think it's all Joker.
I
So,
don't know how to take that because I feel like he's talking about me at the same time he's not. I'm like, what's going on here? And
right?
he didn't mention Ledger, Leto, or Phoenix. So I'm like, what? Okay, so he specifically said Hamill and Jack. That's just
Right.
interesting to specifically single those two out.
Yes, it was. Um, he also went to speak on about Matt Reeves' involvement because he is an executive producer. Um, but Tucker said that they're doing their own thing. So he said, well, it's funny. We weren't given a mandate to match what he was doing. He's been very accommodating that he understands our show is separate from what he's doing in the movies, and he gets where our influences are coming from and he understands it. The only thing we may have directly in common is that our Batman is coming from a more detective angle, and so is his. And the tone of the series, there's a general dark tone. But other than that, the settings are different. It's all different. We're basically coming from the same source material, just slightly verging away from stepping on each other's toes. I never even put it in my mind that they would do, that there would be some kind of conflict between them or some kind
I
of
know because
mandate.
Reeves is a creator, so I never thought he would step on another creator's toes, right?
That's what I thought. Yeah. Like
But at the
I
same time, I
never,
do find it interesting that this just confirms that Matt Reeves is really like. I feel like Matt Reeves is in charge of what goes on with Batman.
I think he is when it comes to that part of it. I don't think he has any impact on what Gunn's gonna do. Um,
But I don't think
so
Gunn
I
can
don't
do
know.
anything until he's done. Like I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like for the right now, I feel like he's like Batman CEO and Gunn is like SVP. And then it's just weird though because like I know what you're saying because like Gunn is in charge of DCU, but Reeves is clearly in charge of Batman. It seems like.
Well, I think there's something to that in the respect that I don't think Gunn wants to do anything that will take away from what Reeves is doing. I think there's some of that going on
Mm-hmm.
there, and so I think he's just being like you said. They're both creators. They both respect each other. He's just doing the right thing and saying, "Hey, all right, do your thing, tell your story," which is the right way to be. I agree with that. So, but it is interesting that they kind of even went over this, because I'm sure the question was asked, like, Reeves' EP, is there any involvement? It's just an interesting little blurb from it. But again, I'm not sure what this season 2 is going to be for me. I didn't really like. It's not something I'm like, oh, I can't wait for it. We'll see. I'll watch it, but we'll see what
Mhm.
I think. But are you highly anticipating this? Is this one of your?
Yeah, yeah, no, I enjoyed the first one a lot. Left me kind of leaning for more. I'm not really, and it's funny because like I don't really get too into like Purple Gloves Batman. That's what I like to call it. Kind of like
Mhm.
the 1920s. It's not really my jam. But I got into it. I thought there were parts that were really interesting. I want to see where it goes. And as of right now, like there's no other Batman animated show or anything for me to watch. So I'd kind of like, I'm like, if it's good or bad, I'm still going to tune in to check it out just because as a Batman fan, I'm more curious than anything else.
Yeah, I'm kind of there. Um, I'm curious,
Hmm.
but it's not something that I have like circled. Like, okay, we don't know a date yet, but apparently it's supposed to be probably the end of next year. So sometime around or middle to end of next year
Like I'd be
that
totally
we'll
down for
probably
that.
get this release. Yep. So, all right. So Colin Farrell spoke about the script for the
Oh,
Batman Part 2,
it sucked.
and he and here's what he told Variety. This is what he says.
Hmm.
My perspective is that it's a work of contemporary genre brilliance. It really is. Matt toils so hard and he puts himself under such
Toil.
pressure. And he realizes what this character and this world mean to so many people, and he knows it's been around for decades. He's the man for the job. He really is. He's a brilliant filmmaker. The thing about Matt as well is that as commercially minded as he is, he's also intellectually rigorous. This film, like the first one, works on multiple levels, both as pure entertainment and as an investigation into the psychology of the characters of Bruce Wayne and Batman. It's really, really moving. I found myself very emotionally moved while I was reading it. So, I think that goes in line with what the first film was.
Yeah,
Like, if we're going to get more of the first one, right? So,
sounds like a Matt Reeves movie,
yeah,
right?
pretty much. But it's the first real comments we've heard from anyone about the script. And he didn't really speak of, obviously, he can't give any clues or anything. But the fact that he mentioned the psychological angle again and lends to the things we've been talking about, because we've been trying to speculate on who the
Hmm.
villain will be. Yeah, I'm thinking more along the lines, like I said, of Hugo Strange or something like that. Um, that's my
Yeah,
take.
uh, I have no idea where you're going to go. Because at one point, like, everyone got all twisted up on Clayface. Everyone got to, just.
Right.
I think that's just game of telephone as far as I'm concerned. Um, I don't know who this could be. I don't know because like you look at what Reeves is wanting to do, and I think it does limits to some villains somewhere. I have no idea where he's going to go. But I like what Farrell says. At one point, he said he's got about. I think he said he actually has less screen time than he did in the first movie, which I think is kind of interesting. Which because he leaves such an impactful like feeling after you watch the movie. Like, oh man, like you think Penguin's like basically in half the film, and he's not. He's in like 7 minutes.
I know.
So
I know.
I'm interested to see where it goes. But I'm pumped, man. We're getting real close. Things are starting to you know really get exciting now. We're gonna hear a
Yep. We're
lot more
starting.
stuff. It's just gonna snowball from here.
It is. We're gonna start getting dribs and drabs and more stuff. It's funny. A friend of mine a couple days ago, he found this trailer and he sent it to me. It was a fan made trailer for the movie,
It's
and he sends it to
AI
me. He's like,
now.
"Yeah." He's like, "Oh, look, they have a trailer." I'm like, dude, that's not real. he's, he's like, "What?" I'm like,
Did it
dude,
look
they haven't even
decent?
started filming yet. Like, what are we doing here?
It looked bad.
No, it looked okay,
Mm.
but it was along the lines of the stuff we saw in the first film. So he's a big fan of Hush. So in the trailer, it says Hush on the glass, like in stuff like
Okay.
that. Yeah. So for him, he just it just sucked him in, and he was like, "Oh," I'm like, "Dude, that's not real. They haven't even started filming yet. There's there's no footage to make a trailer from." I'm
Ugh.
like, if anything, it would have been a teaser first, like they did with Joker, when you just saw his face and the smile. Like, it would be something like that, Or when they did the Batman teaser, the first one at Fandom,
Yeah,
when they just showed yeah, it would be
I'm very
something like that.
curious. Very curious to see what happens.
So
This is gonna be a
I am
lot of
too.
fun.
It is. It's going to be fun. And like you said, it's going to start picking up now. We're going to start hearing more and more about it. Filming's supposed to start early next year, right? So, yep.
I'm
Yep.
excited.
I'm excited too. We're going into that period of excitement before a film, which is always awesome.
And hopefully all that just all that like sidetrack about the other Batman movie, like that's not in production, just calm down because everyone will focus on the one that's in
The one
production.
that is, yeah.
So, you know, I
I'm
get
with
it.
you
I'm
there.
excited too, but at the same time, I'm like, this is going on right now. It's like, it's like I don't know. It'd be like a Dodger fan be like, "Oh man, I can't wait till the 2026 season." Like you just won the pennant.
Yeah, you have the World Series coming.
Yeah,
Like,
like let's just wait a little bit.
I know. All right, so Peacemaker season 2 just wrapped. Just finished. And this season was very controversial, I thought, for people. A lot of the reviews and stuff that I read, ranging from some people thought it was great and people just thought it was completely terrible. But we got the finale. First, Pete, what did you think of the finale?
The finale was fine. I don't know I don't see what the issue is. I don't understand what the problem is. Well, mostly because like it's also like you're barking up the wrong tree because Salvation Run is like one of my favorite storylines ever. So the
Mm-hmm.
fact that like this sets up Salvation and Salvation Run, I'm like, well, all right, I'm not gonna say no to that. Like I don't think season 2 of Peacemaker was really that good. It was okay at best. Way too much penis, for my liking.
It was
Um,
just the first
but
episode.
still, it's more than enough. Um, meanwhile, I love titties, but I thought the joke like ran its course.
Yeah.
Like I thought, but as immature as I am, I laughed every time I heard it. Um, the humor was okay. I don't think it was as good as the first season. It did what it needed to do. I'm fine with it. Um, yeah, the Lex cameo was cool. It was okay. It wasn't great, good, but I don't think it was horrible. But
Yeah.
whatever. Also, it's like friggin' Peacemaker. Like nobody knew this guy was 5 years ago. Like I'm not really going to go up in arms about a character. It's if this was Gotham, right? I'd probably be ranting and raving. But it's Peacemaker. I don't really care. To be brutally honest, it's Peacemaker.
I my biggest response to what I saw and the reaction I've seen from people this year, with some of their reactions, I'm like, what did you expect? Because if you expected anything more than what you got, then that's your fault. Because James Gunn gave us the pretty much the same story. It was even toned down. Like this season was toned down compared to season 1.
You think so? I don't
And
think so.
I thought so, for sure.
Really?
Like
Okay.
the character himself was much more subdued. Like it was obviously an introspective story on him this year, and going back, you know, having to experience what it would have been like if his father and brother were still alive, and then only to find out that they're like super Nazis in this new in this alternate timeline. Like, and then having to go through that again. I mean, I thought it was a heavy season from that, but I thought like the bombastic part of the stuff that we got in season 1 was less, my opinion.
Okay.
Eagly had some cool moments in the season, I thought. But
Tim
to
Meadows
me,
was really
this
good.
yeah, Tim Meadows was good. But to me, the standout was Jennifer Holland. I thought it was very much her season as much as it was Chris's Peacemaker season.
I think
Um,
James Gunn, Jennifer Holland, and John Cena have some weird like I don't know polyamory thing going on. Just saying that.
I don't know, but to me, this was her season. This was about her for me, and she stole it. Um, I really thought she was the standout. I didn't think we
She
had
was
enough
great.
of
Yeah.
Adebayo. Yeah, I didn't think we got enough Adebayo, who I thought was great in season 1. Um, and then just Cena's acting for me too. Like he's so much better now than he ever has been. And I used to can't stand watching him and stuff. I'd be like, oh crap.
Mhm.
But I think he's gotten so much better, and the quality of the show was still very high. Um, but it's I was again I'm more surprised at the reaction some people had, because I don't understand how you could think it was flat terrible, or and some people just think it was that great. I fall somewhere in
Isn't that
the
the way
middle,
everything goes though? Nobody's really in the middle.
I guess. But I that's where I land on this one. I thought it was good. It was like you said, it wasn't as good as the first season. It's just setting up something cool, so we'll see where that goes now. But yeah, I'm interested to see where it goes and what happens now with the character, all the characters. Um, but it did do that for me. It did get me more invested in the characters. So we'll see what happens there. But on to Lanterns. That's next, right?
Yeah, buddy. Here we go.
There we go. So that's the show that of all the shows coming out, that's the one I'm the most interested in. Lanterns is the one I want to see.
You know what you should
So
watch in the meantime?
Batwoman season 3.
Damn right. Damn right. Now you're getting it. He's getting it. It only took 5 years, but he's getting it. Javisha, baby, love you.
Yeah, well, whatever. So everyone's favorite CEO,
Zazzy?
yes, Zazie will be honored.
Honored?
Yes, the Simon Wiesenthal Center will honor David Zaslav with the Humanitarian Award.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yes. So he is getting the Humanitarian Award.
Nobody really cares about these CEOs anymore. Remember Hamada and Sarnoff and what was his name? Kevlar or whatever the hell the guy's name was.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
You know, like now nobody cares. Nobody cares anymore.
I know.
No one gives a crap about Zazzy. It's kind of disappointing.
But we keep bringing you the news on him. We will
On
keep
Zazzy.
bringing you the news.
Where's Zazzy's?
Yes, we are Zazzies.
Where's Zazzy
So,
for Zazzy?
yes. He's one of apparently he's one of this is what Jim Burke, the CEO of the Wiesenthal Center or Wiesenthal Center said. He's one of the rare extraordinary individuals who uses the influence as a force for good. In his life and his work, he demonstrates the power of storytelling to transform how we see the world and spark empathy that drives change. His dedication to truth, compassion, and the fight against intolerance embodies the very spirit of this award. Now, I just want to say,
Superman they're talking about? Who are they?
that's what I was about to say. Like, really? But
they're talking about they're clearly talking about his Days of Discover, right?
It must be, because I don't understand where that came from. Whenever I hear him speak or see him, I don't get that vibe. It doesn't mean he's not like that. It just doesn't come across that way. So Zaslav said, one of the most powerful antidotes to hatred is storytelling, and the kind that opens eyes, shifts perspectives, and reminds us of our shared humanity. With anti-Semitism on the rise in America and around the world, it is more important than ever to stand up against hate in all its forms. I'm deeply honored by this recognition and proud to continue my support of the Samuel Wiesenthal Center and its Museum of Tolerance, whose essential work continues to make a profound impact in confronting prejudice and inspiring understanding. Now, I don't think for 1 minute he wrote that, but it's a nice statement and a nice sentiment to be shared. And congrats to Zazzy. Congrats.
Go Batty Zazzy for Zazzy. I forgot what I said.
Congrats. So, staying with Zaslav, of course, we had heard in our last show, we guys told you about that. David Ellison was one of the ones bidding to buy Warner Brothers, or the split of Warner Brothers. And apparently he is weighing the options. So David Zaslav is thinking, of course, which way he wants to go here. So we don't really have any news to report, but apparently the offer is something that he's considering. So look out for that story, guys. The split is currently expected to happen in April, when they split up Warner Brothers, pretty much Warner Brothers and Discovery again. That's how I read it.
I thought it was, if they split, they're not going to sell, but if they sell, they're not going to split.
I think you're correct.
I think that's how I thought it was, and I was like, oh, so we have to figure out if they're going to split first. So I don't know what's going on, but I feel like it's It's just weird because I think I read not too long ago somewhere. I think it was one of the trades where like Warner Brothers had a huge year, right? And they made a ton of money. So like, either Zaslav's like, it's working, or he's like, sell while it's hot, and I don't know what he's gonna do.
Right. I don't either. Um, but I think clearly something's going to happen. I don't think they're not going to go down this road and then decide, okay, we pull back. We're not. I think something's going to happen. So we'll see. But it's going to be interesting to follow this whole story about what happens, because every time something happens with Warner Brothers where it gets sold or whatever, obviously it impacts everything that happens creatively. So we will see what happens. All right, moving right along. We know that Gambit and Channing Tatum's Gambit will be returning in Avengers Doomsday. And so, of course, there's always the question about his accent, his Cajun accent. So he was asked, what's up with it? And he said, it's always an interesting negotiation. When you go down to Lafayette, where most of the Cajuns are, and Cajun culture, there's a huge spectrum of Cajun. It's massive. And so I have to interpret what I need to get across in the scene. And I got to make sure that, is this a line for a joke and I can really Cajun this one up? Or is this the line for plot and do I need to be really clear but still in a Cajun accent? He says it's always a push and pull. But he says it's just something that he has to kind of navigate in the film.
Well, I don't think he's got a good set of directors to help him, so I think he's all on his own.
Well, he says Doomsday. He does mention them. He says the Russo brothers love their comedy, and that's always going to be in their films, but it's definitely going to be a dramatic movie. So,
all right. I mean, I didn't. Did you have a problem with understanding him in Deadpool?
No, I thought it was great.
Yeah, I didn't mind at all.
I thought it was great. He was one of my favorite parts of the movie.
No, he was good. He was great.
It was so awesome. I love that. Again, that was just genius to bring him in when he never really got to play the character. It was just rumored, and then he shows up in the movie. Which, of course, is how Deadpool itself the whole thing got created. Which was crazy.
Full circle. A Zack Snyder event.
So I'm interested to see. I'm really the more things that keep coming out I hear about Doomsday, I'm really interested to see what's going to happen there with that film. The intrigue for me is getting larger.
All right.
So
I hope it meets your expectations.
I do too.
Mine are very low.
I hope it meets my expectations. So
I'm looking forward to Tom Holland's Spider-Man.
I am too. Looking forward to that as well. Speaking of Spider-Man, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, X-Men 97, and Daredevil Born Again Season 2, we have release dates for them in 2026. So, nice.
Which one
do you want to hear it?
Yeah. Well, I thought that's what it was. I thought you just released it.
Yeah,
no. Do you have specific dates?
No dates. I was just playing around. No dates. They're all going to be released. Should be released next year, 2026. As we know, those things can change. Daredevil Born Again is supposed to start shooting in March of 2026. Mm-hmm. I don't know how they're going to get that around, but we know that.
Not my problem.
Yeah, I agree. Kristen Ritter will be back as Jessica Jones.
And they're going to bang.
Yep.
That's what they're going to do. That's what she does. She gets it in.
She does. She does.
Get ready.
She's an alcoholic, and she does.
Bareback devil.
She does get in there. That's for sure.
Getting it in there.
All right. Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man will be coming towards the end of 2026. I didn't watch this either.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
Is it?
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, I didn't get it. So,
you don't have Disney?
I do.
It's a quick watch. It's good. It's fun.
Yes. So I haven't seen the trailer. Apparently, they showed a trailer for Vision Quest at New York Comic Con, but I haven't seen it anywhere. Yeah,
no leaks.
Yeah, it was exclusive.
Suck on that, Kowalski.
So, To be 100% honest with you, I forgot that was coming. So
So did I. But
yeah,
I also did not really enjoy WandaVision, so not really
you're in the minority
excited.
with that one.
That's fine. You can hang out with Ralph Boner.
I enjoyed it. It was a good show, I thought. Um. So yeah.
I enjoyed Multiverse of Madness when Doctor Strange crushed her under a stone. I thought that was cool.
Okay. All right. Wait a minute. Hold on a second.
I'm just saying, I like the sequel more.
Okay. All right. So yes, March 2026, as we said, for Daredevil. That's when it's supposed to premiere. March 4th, actually, 2026. So
Isn't
yes.
that your birthday?
No, my birthday's next month.
That was close. That was close.
So I'm looking forward. I'm highly anticipating this season 2 of Daredevil, even though it's
I am
really
too, even though
season.
I'm only halfway through. I'm so like not caught up on Daredevil. It drives me crazy. I
Yeah,
watched all of Peacemaker and I didn't get. I'm halfway through Daredevil. It's been out for like a year,
it was awesome. It
and I
got
still have to
progressively
watch
better.
the zombie thing,
What zombie thing?
Marvel Zombies.
Oh, I haven't watched that either.
I have to watch that.
I've seen like stories and clips from it, but I haven't.
Maybe I'll watch Marvel Zombies now. Zombies in October feels right.
Yeah, it's definitely fits the season.
Yeah, 'tis the season. 'Tis the Holzman.
Oh, Halloween. Yes, we are. What?
What's your favorite Halloween candy? For me, it's candy corn and then Reese's peanut butter cups.
Oh, I used to like. It's weird. I used to like candy corn as a
I
kid.
love
I
candy,
hate
dude.
it now.
I love seasonal candies. So like candy corn, Cadbury egg, candy cane. I love seasonal candies.
I don't. I mean, I like Kit Kat a lot. Um, I like for Easter the Reese's eggs. Those are my favorite for
Hmm.
Easter. But for Halloween, I don't know. I like it all.
There you go. Eric likes it all.
I like all the candy.
All the candy, just get in my
I grew
belly.
up. Yeah, I've been like.
I also feel like we grew. I feel like you and I at least. I got the last of it, like actual Halloween, like real Halloween. I feel like
What do you
kids
mean?
don't. I don't know. Like there were. I feel like when I was, young kid doing Halloween, it was like storms of kids outside, house to house. Like
It's
now
true.
it's not like that anymore.
I 100% agree with. I think we've gotten a little. I think parents have gotten a little too overprotective, and they don't let their kids go out trick or treating, even on their own block. Like I don't understand that. But my sister still lets her kids go out when they were younger. Anyway, they're a little older now. But I don't get it. Like, what
Yeah,
do
it's
you?
different.
Totally is different, and I understand we live in a different world now too. But people just don't go out and like people don't go meet their neighbors anymore. Everyone's so isolated. It's very very strange.
Hmm.
But I definitely think Halloween is a holiday kids should get to enjoy, and I think
Yeah, that's
people
some
should
great
let their.
times. Good Halloweens.
It is. It's the greatest. It's my favorite holiday, to be honest.
Just free
Um,
candy. Yeah, why not?
it's you can. It's the one day you can dress up like an idiot and no one will say anything.
I don't
So
know.
it's
I
just
feel
kind of
like
expected.
I don't know, Eric. I go into Manhattan often. I see people just like idiots all the time.
Yeah, but people say things on Halloween if they do it. You're
I
just being
did. I don't
festive.
say nothing. No, maybe not externally. Internally, saying lots of things,
Yes,
but keep my mouth shut. Walk.
I'm with you there. Like,
Keep
yeah,
walking.
head down and walk. But Halloween. Yeah. So have you seen? No, you probably haven't. I was gonna say, did you go see Good Boy after I recommended it? But you probably
No,
didn't.
no, I have not. I haven't had free time, man. Been working crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't gotten to see Black Phone 2. I want to go see
Heard it's
that.
phenomenal.
Yeah, I've heard good things.
I got to
Heard
start
good
watching some
things.
horror movies myself. I think I'm gonna. I got a day off tomorrow, which I'm very excited about. So maybe I'll pop in a Halloween or two.
Showtime had a Scream. marathon, or at least the first three. So I watched those
Oh God, just Nev
yesterday.
Campbell and JLH. God, just love you. Amazing.
Yeah, they didn't do I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh, you know what? That's what I'll do. I'll do a Holzman double feature, and I'll watch. I Know What You Did Last Summer 2025.
Oh Jesus God.
A Holzman triple feature, and I'll throw in Brandy in there. Just oh God, just a little reverse Oreo. It'll be
I hate
fantastic.
no. This one this year was terrible. That was a terrible movie.
You know, like Jack Black?
No, that movie was just that was bad.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about 25? Oh, no, you're
Yeah,
dead wrong. You're dead wrong.
it was
I mean,
terrible.
oh God, Eric, you're the only thing terrible right now is your opinion.
I don't understand what you see in that movie.
Oh God, it's just it's a slasher fan's dream, Eric. And if you can't appreciate it, I don't know what to tell you. And I
I want
really,
them to be good. That was not good.
it's like it's like when I listen to the song Dancing Queen, and it's such a good song.
Oh,
I
shut
love it.
up.
Dancing Queen.
You're not funny. You're not being funny right now. Worst song ever made. I swear to
I
God.
just I don't know. I just think of the two of them side by side as I'm drinking like I don't know a Schnitz, and I'm like I feel like Eric right now.
That's a very special right there.
Schnitz.
There you go.
That's the official beer of Long Island. The Holzman Schnitz. Holzman. That'd be great. The Schnitz Brewery.
So, that's not honestly, that's a good idea.
Eric Holzman's Schnitz Brewery. I love it.
I would love to do. I've always said I'd love to do like a fast food German restaurant. I just don't think anyone would go. That's the problem.
I mean, I think the problem is no one knows what your cuisine is.
That's what I mean. Like that's why I said no one would go.
From what I gather, it's just like flattened chops, pork, chicken,
Yeah,
whatever, right?
Yeah, it's either it's flat. Well, schnitzel is just flat fried anything. So it could be pork, it could be veal, it could be chicken. It's just all different kinds. We call them like Italian call them cutlets, or American call them chicken cutlets. But and it's usually the breading on a schnitzel is usually something that's heavier, so it's a little bit more crispy than
like
panko.
panko.
Yeah, like panko or something like that. Yeah.
I think that's it.
Usually the difference.
I think that's what people need to understand is that you guys have, delicious fried food.
And Spätzle is awesome. Spätzles are awesome.
And what is that?
That's the noodles, the small little noodles. Some in the Bavarian ones are a little bit bigger, but they're small. And Kaiser Spätzle.
So basically what you're telling me is you're basically Popeyes meets ramen.
Kind of.
There you go. I think that's your angle.
But the Spätzles are more like dumplings.
Okay.
So, but.
All right. I'm down for this.
Yeah, I would. That's something I've always said, like, I'd like to try and do.
And you have like 7 sisters, so they can all just work at the restaurant. Just make it a family affair,
Yeah.
You'll be like, you guys will be like Crispy Pizza in Brooklyn, just a family restaurant.
I know.
I have to go there. I've been watching their videos.
Sisters are not good cooks.
Oh, really? You got those? You got that part of the DNA, huh?
Some
Cuisinart.
Well, as you know, because you like to cook, cooking it has to be something you like and interested in. If you're not interested in it,
yeah, I mean, I like to eat. Clearly.
Yeah, but you like preparing it too. So,
yeah, because I don't trust these clowns.
Well, that's the thing. It's something you have to like. So, but that's a question out there for all of you. Would you go to a German fast food restaurant? We'll have brats. We'll have the schnitzel, as Pete talked about. We'll have Spätzle. Don't worry, I won't bore anyone with red cabbage unless you really want some. Not everyone loves it. I like it.
Coleslaw out of it.
Yeah, you could. We can make coleslaw.
Eric, this is a $1 billion idea.
Frikadellen, which is really just hamburgers with breadcrumbs mixed in. It's kind of like mini meatloafs, but they're on a bun. It's another one.
Like in 30 years, they're going to make a movie about you making this restaurant like they did with Michael Keaton in the McDonald's movie. You'll be played. Okay. Austin Butler will play you. And
oh, man. Sorry we got off track there, people, but it was just something came into my mind. I want to bring it up.
Eric, he's just always got schnitzel on his mind.
I haven't had German food in a couple weeks now.
Tonight's a good night.
Yeah, maybe I'll make some. Maybe I do have actually
For the
veal
Insta.
pellets.
For the Insta.
Yeah, eating for the Insta. That's what the hashtag is. Eating for the Insta.
Looking forward to the eventual post of a plate.
We'll see. We'll see what I can do.
You're like, oh, well, I'm sitting there eating like gardenia, half a chicken and rice, and I'm at work. And
No, I bought lamb chops yesterday, so maybe I'll make those.
Lamb schnitzels.
I can't make them out of the chop. Lamb chops, they give you like this much meat.
I know.
But yeah, I might make that tonight. We'll see.
There we go.
Anyway, cooking time with Pete and Eric is over now. And so is the show. So Pete, let's wrap this one up.
Socially at Pete Illustrated. Also, this show right here, Straight Outta Gotham at straight_O_G, at Spidey Coalition for Spider-Man, Batman on Film for Batman, Batman Book Club for Batman Comics with Lauer, that jackass. So there you go. That's me.
Socially, me, Finally 33 on X. Pete already mentioned the show. All Nicked Up at all_Nick_up. My weekly show, my weekly live stream I do about the New York Knicks. We had our first kind of return show last Wednesday. Season starts on this coming Wednesday, so I'm looking forward to the season beginning. I might be going to the game. I'm not sure yet, but I might be going to the game. So if I do, Pete, are you working the game?
When? What date?
Wednesday? No. Okay.
So I worked Charlotte. I was there at Charlotte.
Oh, you were there?
That was ugly.
So
it was ugly.
Well, preseason basketball is not fun.
No, I get it. Watch. That's what I'm saying. It was an ugly preseason game.
Yeah. It's usually not. They're usually not intriguing at all.
We were all working off rust. I'll say that much. Everyone was a little rusty.
Gotcha. All right. But yes, guys, check out that show again if you're fans of the Knicks or if you're just a fan of the NBA in general, every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time.
Have you watched the Netflix documentary, Starting Five?
I haven't.
Okay. It's like season 2. It's been popping up on my feeds a lot because Halliburton's in a lot, and I'm just like, I can't watch that just now. I'm not ready. I'll wait, maybe like around the All-Star break, I'll be more prepared, but I kind of pretending he's not hurt. So it's not going to hit me till the season starts. So that's where I've been at mentally.
Well,
so that's just me.
I know it's rough when that happens. You're kind of just staring at a blank season.
Remember that Dodger fan I talked about earlier? I'm looking forward to 2026. That's me.
Totally understand that.
Please totally understand
that. All right. Well, unless you have anything else to say, Pete.
Ookshus.
A little early. No, I'm kidding. All right. For Pete, I'm Eric. Listening to Straight Outta Gotham. See you next time.
Booyah.
Soundstripe. Have faith.